Hello. So yes, Angie again. I know, right? Can't let it die, can I? Well, I had received a PM private message, and I was so excited because, well, I hadn't heard from anybody since my mom got sick, and my sister and my daughter. My sister, mainly the manipulator, had thrown me out online as a freak. So now somebody had sent me something she had put up, and I started realizing why I hadn't been hearing from people, and that's okay. Because you know my sister, Miss Honest, what a bitch. Anyways, she had started off, to my family and friends, I wanted to take a minute to thank each and every one of you. Really? Really? You had time to get on the internet and say anything to anybody? Because I thought maybe you guys were like on vacation. That has reached out in regards to my mom. Really reached out to my sister. Let me tell you something that happened with my sister. Never took a single phone call, not one, from the hospital. Not a one. My daughter was responsible for all of it. So you can thank her. And you can thank both of them for not keeping me informed, which was whatever. Not whatever. Whatever. At any rate, I found this letter especially interesting because she brought me up. Yeah. Not only is my mother sick, but we are also dealing with my sister. As most of you know, she's not coping or doing well herself. She's lashing out on all social media. No, I wasn't. Lashed out on Facebook, and it was God. And I lashed out at them personally. Sites against us, and we are trying to get her help. Really? What are you going to help me with, Jessica? What is it that you'd like to help your sister with? I mean, tell me, please. Drug problem? No drug problem. Haven't even been out of the house to buy marijuana. Thank you. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Tani and I are both on the same page in regards to my/our mother. Girl, I think they might have mixed you up at birth. You really don't act like you're even related or look like you're related to any of us. And will not expect anything but the best for my mom. Really, Jessica, what were your expectations? Because the only thing you did was throw me under the bus. My family, my mom and dad's close friends. Really, way to go, guys. I mean, I did. Who informed you? Me. I mean, we're not going to go all there, but I just want to throw this out there. Nothing was going on. I wanted to know about my mom. Did I have a strong reaction? Well, sure. My mom was struck with COVID-19. Anybody know anything about it? Anybody give me any facts about it? Well, because I studied about it night after night after night because I had nothing else to do. Sat here all alone. Didn't get a call from my sister, from my daughter. First 3-4 days, I got little reports. And power of attorney got brought up. And then, yeah, I mean, hit the fan then. Power of attorney was about... I thought my whole family wasn't getting anything, no reports from the hospital, and they were. I wasn't. Okay? What that all had to do with was my sister, I don't know what her trip is. Don't care what her trip is. Never have cared what her trip is. Nobody else has either. That's all part of the big deal here. She saw her moment to shine, moment in the sun, and what she had done is thrown me under the bus. I don't know what lies she told. I know drugs are obviously one of them, and give me some help for lashing out on all the social media sites. No, on the social media sites, it's called hashtag pray for Laura Hensley. And hashtag pray for your ass, Jess, because seriously, girl, really? Prepare yourself, because now's your turn. Your turn. My time in the sun. Your fat ass, basically, what you did was a lot of money went into mom's household. My daughter, quite responsible. I was blessed, trust me. That was a blessing. Responsible is not my middle name, but I will tell you this. I believe my daughter's intentions were very good. My daughter would never squander my mother's money or anything else. But my sister had just left her husband. I think she might need help. I'm trying to get you help, Justin. This time I'm trying to do it by putting you on social media to look like a fucking loser. So, there you go, sis. Had left her husband. And as we know, Jessica has barely worked a day in her life. She's had her hand out to the government, to whoever, any man she's been with two most of her lives, gets some good jobs, sits on her fat ass, does nothing, hand out, taken care of. I will never get it because, God, she was never the pretty sister, and she sure has no personality, and her heart is black. And, yeah, her heart's black. So what she had really thought was going to be a great idea for her was to take my daughter, turn her around. She did. She worked that well. Good game. And getting close with my daughter. So my daughter, as she was trying to help my mother, could take care of my sister. My big freaking, how old is she if I'm 47? She's 42. Yeah. Jessica decided to leave her husband, Jessica Hensley Roberts, left her husband and got a job for about a week. Found out how that really was. Done it my whole life. How you like that, bitch? So, I got a job and wasn't feeling it. Mom got sick and she saw her chance. And, fortunately, Mom is getting better. Is going to be home before you can suck her dry. So I would probably be getting back in the money ads there, sis, or else sucking up to the husband that you still got. What her plan was to cut him out completely. He raised 3 of the kids that were not his own. You know our character. Apparently they don't know your character, Jessica, so I'm reminding them. Her name's Jessica Hensley. You remember her character now? She had placed her handicapped child in a home forever. She's been there. One of my cousins works there. She's been there like twice. Never goes and sees him. She's a piece. And her older daughter, who almost had my door kicked in by the police and has mental illness out the wazoo, help her, honey. Her. And then Nathan, who's got problems. I'm just not going to blast on him because you probably saw him on one of my posts, but whatever. I'm bigger than that. Well, I'm not really bigger than any of those people, but, tried to kick my door in. Said that I had, threatened to kill my grandchildren, my sister, her. Well, I handed the police the phone, obviously. I'm standing out there in a nightgown. And they asked me they said, place a temporary protection order on her or whatever, because she's obviously insane. You big fat fruit. You know what? You're in your 20s, so suck it. You stupid bitch. Really? I mean, come on now. And I wish I had this brought up. You better answer the door because they're going to come and shoot your dogs. I just turned my phone on. I ran out the door, and they sure were. They were lined up. 1, 2, 3, somebody behind them. They were getting ready to barrel in through my front door for nothing. So, everybody, not a mother had my back. Nobody. Not my family, like my cousin Shelly, Roxanne, and honestly, I didn't think Kim did, but thank you, Kim, you did. In the end, you did. Emily, God, I barely even know you, girl. Kim's daughter, bravo. My aunt threatened me. I reached out to my mom and dad's friends, Tina, Brenda. Thank God you got your teeth fixed, bitch, because seriously, what a bitch. And, let me think who else. Rogers, thank you. Thank you so much for having my back. And, there was a bunch of you. TV, from who I got my information from, mostly is just a love. Who would have expected? Ronnie did so good. He did so good. And, Nick, let's see, Jen, could be anybody. There's a lot of Nicks and Jens. And if I forgot your name, there was very few people that have my back. Very few. My Uncle Doug said I kept calling his work, I actually did send him a fuck you, because fuck you, dude. And the funny thing is he didn't understand my reaction because his own mother, my grandma Hensley, he wouldn't know how that felt because his mom died The whole time she was dying, didn't see his face. Not at all. So, as I held her, taking her last breath, I can tell you how that felt. But you wouldn't know, Uncle Doug, would you? Sorry I reacted what you would consider in a bad manner. I'm not even sure what to say to you, loser. Really? And my cousin Shelly was like, I told him to block and delete you. Remember when he tried to kick your ass and I jumped in front of you? Does anybody remember that? Eric Sparrow, all those people. Really, I had drunk people calling me from a party, threatening me. Oh, his girlfriend Sherry or Cheryl or whatever with the hair. You know what? And the daughter. I took the mom in with a heroin addiction. Caught my stove on fire. I still ain't got a stove. But nobody ever remembers that. I'll tell you what they remember. How to gossip with each other and talk shit. And I am glad that you got nothing better to talk about than me. But here's something you can talk about now. Suck a dick. Don't ever, ever hit me up for shit. If you're still on my list, take yourself off. Block yourself. You don't want to talk to me. You really don't. Here's my opinion of you. So thanks everybody for listening to Angie's Opinion. If you don't like it, fuck you.